I had the chance to test the beta foils thanks to Devon, aka Wakethief, and Todd coming to Switzerland and Indiana providing the basis to try the foil. It's absolutely awesome, legit looking thing. I like the color, it's super build, and so I had my first try. Unfortunately, in the beginning I had to take videos with the Insta360. The quality is not that nice, but later I have drone footage from a friend that was filming, so it will get better. They warned me in the beginning that it has so much lift, and so I aimed it a bit downwards, but it was too much. I guess I'm used to have a lot of lift from the Cyrus 156 that I'm using right now. So it feels crazy different from a normal pump foil, and I guess that's why, because the roll and the pitch axis, they are really stable, but the yaw axis is a bit sensitive. What I mean by that is turning and piloting this thing is a bit more difficult than with only one mast, and so it takes a while to get used to it. At the beginning I struggled very much with controlling the direction I was going. Here Devon is showing us the knee start, which I think is great, but for me I prefer starting it with a normal jump start. There's way more control, and I don't have so much control with my knees and my body to pump. That's why I tried it with running or with like jumping on it, but that's, I guess, just personal preference. So the lift of beta foils is amazing, the glide is insane. Most of us, I guess, were struggling in going in turns, and that's something, I guess, to do with the double mast and the huge high aspect. Sometimes you would just go in like spirals, and it was really difficult getting out of the spiral once you're turning. I know this from the Cyrus. In the beginning I had troubles with the Cyrus as well, going in turns, but with the beta foils I guess it's a bit more difficult stopping those turns once you're going in. The place is really nice at the Indiana headquarters. There are many boats, it's fun to go around, but with a new foil I sometimes kind of went into boats, so I had to stop before. But it was nice, and with each time trying I got a bit more control. I would say it's very sensitive to where the foot position is, and a few times, you can see it later with the drone, I had so much lift that I pitched the foil without even like really provoking it. So I guess if you're light, then you can keep it down, and that's why they are also shimming the mast a bit so that the board faces more a bit down, and it's easier to keep it down because the lift is insane and the glide is insane. So it's really cool thing to go around, and as you can see I'm getting more and more distance, but still I'm struggling a bit with turning and with going where I want. But you can see it gets better and better, and it's just fun. I would say it's way more exhausting to paddle back when you fall, but pumping feels really insanely light. You made it through those shaky Insta360 shots, congratulations. Now it gets more beautiful. Here I breached the front wing, and I had to be really careful not to breach again due to the insane lift, and I guess that's why they also shim it. So I guess you need a few days to adjust from a normal foil, maybe 1 or 2 days, because all the pumping and piloting is a bit different, and it will be easier for beginners because the pitch and roll axes are more stable than a normal foil. But a lot of beginners were struggling to get on it. You cannot skip all the learning process of pump foiling. I guess it can be faster to learn on the beta foils. The more prior experience you have, the easier it will get to adjust to it. I breached again this time, so I paid a bit more attention to the height of the mast. So coming to the conclusion, I think it's an insanely awesome innovation. To design a foil with 2 masts, that's a really nice idea, and I think it's an awesome innovation bringing the sport forward. Maybe more companies are going to look into that, designing it with 2 masts. It will be interesting to experiment with that and to develop it further. It has a superb glide, it's insane, and it's super light. It's just awesome. For me, I'm super happy with the Cyrus, so I will stay with it. It wasn't too cheap. Paying a high price for the beta foils is not for me, but if you have the money, go for it. I guess it's one of the best things in the market if you want to go long distance, if you want to go endurance. There's nothing coming close to it, at least right now. What I think is a bit a downer for me is the missing modularity. What I mean with that, for my gong material, I can exchange all mast stabilizers, fuselages for the thing I want them to use in all different kind of disciplines. The high modulus carbon mast, for example, that I own from gong, I can use it for different front wings. I can use it with different stabilizers, so I can go winging with it. And gong guys are crazy winging in 6 or 7 knots. With the Cyrus 156, I can take it prone foiling. I can take it all through the different disciplines, and I'm not sure if you can go prone foiling with this better foil setup right now, or winging with this thing. But maybe in the future they bring out some different stuff that you can use in more disciplines. But otherwise, this thing is insanely nice. It was insanely awesome to test this with all of the pump foil community in Zurich. It's one of the biggest and best communities, I have to say. It's really nice. Thank you for coming to Switzerland to let us try this awesome innovation. It was great. Funny fact aside, I struggled to switch back to my pump foil afterwards. So thank you for watching, subscribing, liking, ask any question, comment what you think about it. I'm curious to know. And otherwise, may the foil be with you always.